it's like, it's not, I think like the thing that made me like feel comfortable with my body is that like you are not your body.
Yes.
Like you are here. We only get like, I can't remember any other life I've lived. Like I'm only going to remember this life until I pass, and but then the next life I only like you only know now, and it's like I'm privileged that I get to walk this earth and live a life, and it's not just my body. Like I have more than my body to give to somebody. Like I have the biggest heart. I'm funny, I'm quirky, I'm dorky. So like I think like learning to love like the personality of Erin is what helped me feel like more comfortable in my body.
Hi, friends. It's your host, Meg.
And Amanda. Welcome to Wake Up and Listen, the podcast where two friends get real about purpose, intuition, and laughing through the chaos.
If you're into personal growth with a side of giggles and maybe an existential breakthrough or two, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. It's time to
Wake up and
listen.
Hey guys, welcome to Wake Up and Listen. We're here with our guest Erin, and to set the space, we're just going to do a little sage cleanse and really get grounded in this conversation. Letting us find our answers, some clarity, and openness to this topic.
Let us be aware that this topic may feel heavy and vulnerable, but may we be or feel safe to express ourselves as whatever comes up for us. No matter how raw or real it feels, we are not alone here, and we are here to heal the wounds that we naturally experience as a part of our human experience.
And so it is. Welcome, Erin. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
So we really want to make this conversation just be a girl talk. Be that moment that we can connect with each other on a similar wound that doesn't have to be shameful because we're all experiencing the same sort of pain around it. And just having all of our different perspectives on how we all navigate the body image and how living in a body as a woman especially, what that feels like, what that looks like, and what that self-talk is like, and then how we just navigate that on a day-to-day basis. So I can start off.
Yeah.
I actually
just
want to
warm things up?
Yeah, my episode will be dropped this Monday. So
I listened to it on the way here, and girl, you got me pumped up.
Love that.
No, it's honestly, it was just so raw, so real. It just went through the, I don't know, mental thoughts that everyone just thinks about their body, but the realizations also that you've luckily been able to have, where you can just be a human in your body and accept what is, and also recognize what's naturally beautiful about what you get to experience.
Yes,
Yeah, it was a very powerful episode.
And I had a friend that was over while I was editing, so she was like just nodding her head like, yup, I do that, yup, I do. I'm like, girl, so many of us do, and we don't talk about it. I don't know why. There's so much shame around like dealing with something that doesn't look pretty and good and positive, and like when realistically 100% of us are dealing with something. We're just,
that we feel uncomfortable.
Who's better at masking? Who's better at showing I'm fine face, and one part of the episode I mentioned like getting compliments. I in one ear out the other. I could not hold on. It wasn't my truth. I would be like, you're crazy. Oh my God, you're crazy. Like, and then that's like insulting.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Because you're not, like, someone's kind of gift you this little moment to pump you up, and you're
like,
just
take it back.
Hard no. Like, I don't look cute. I don't even know how I look because I just know it's anything but cute.
Yeah, because that's how it feels. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel good.
Right.
So how does that really show up for you as far as like when you get a compliment from somebody?
I would say I've come a long way with being able to say like the thank yous and stuff. I think.
You have. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely. I think you can say like when you first met me, I feel like when I would receive a compliment, rather just being like, no, I would actually like say something negative. Like if you were to say like, oh, I like your hair, I'd be like, oh my God, it's so disgusting and so dirty right now. Like I wouldn't even say like the no.
Yeah.
That's not true. I would then like go a step further to be like, no, it's not true because of this.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like
yeah.
So I feel like the past like year or so, I'd say I really came like a long way of just being able to say like, okay, thank you, like that's so nice of you, and not, and just like hold on to that compliment. Like I was out with this guy I've been seeing a few weeks ago, and we were leaving a restaurant, and this lady pulled me to the side, and she was just like, you have the prettiest smile. And I was just like, thank you so much. Like,
that's
and it was
such
just,
a nice compliment.
it was the nicest compliment. It was like so nice, and like having her, like I think about that all the time now, because like I've never really like loved my smile, but like having like a complete stranger like sitting across the bar like say that to me, I was like, so like I think I start to like appreciate the compliments and like hold on to them and think about them, because like compliments aren't things like people have to say to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's somebody going out of their way because they want to compliment you. So
that's so big, honestly. So a little background for everyone watching too. Erin is now a friend, but she's been a long time client too when I had my health and wellness business up and booming and everything. And body image and taking compliments and all of that are just like all areas that she's really grown through. And you were in like a pretty heavy space initially when you first came to me.
Yeah.
Not feeling really good in your body, and like she's obviously just such a beautiful soul at first glance.
Thank you.
But I mean, everyone goes through it. I know weight was a big thing for me. Was your body image having to do with weight, or?
So that's what was so backwards was I was saying things that didn't make sense, and I was like, what? Like, where did this come from? Did somebody say this to me, and that's why I'm believing it? Like, did I grow up hearing someone talk about this, and that's why I'm saying it?
Yeah.
And I had to, like, get to the root cause of, like, it was all of it. It was literally all of it.
Yeah,
like,
there's no one rhyme or reason.
I didn't really see any human, which society really got us very disconnected from our body, so I didn't see anybody really treating their body sacred. And like when I did find those people, I was like, oh my God, yes, like that's what I want. I want to just fully love myself. And like at the time of when people were telling me, I didn't believe it, so it didn't matter. I couldn't find it on the outside. I needed to get that on the inside. And then once I found that, I had the same thing as you with the compliments. Like people are literally like she was staring at you her whole dinner and then got the guts to pull you aside to say something. Like, that was a moment that, like, they didn't have to do that. And, like, I know when I give compliments, I don't have to, but I want to let you know, like, you look good, girl. But then you get to really accept it, and then I get to look through their eyes and be like, oh, what did you say? Like, wow, I love that you pointed that out. Like, it's a different mindset versus, like, explaining why you're wrong. Like, oh my God, if you saw me getting ready this morning, like just this big story after a compliment comes. But so it was more like finding out why I was doing it so I could undo it, and then I could accept. I could love myself and accept love from others. It's all one. If you
really
can't love yourself, you can't properly love someone else, and you can't accept love.
Yeah, I've always said that. I'm a firm believer that if you don't wholly love yourself, you're like not genuinely giving love elsewhere if you're not complete here. It's just, it's so connected.
Or you find the complete balance the other way where you're like giving your all to other people so that they love you because you don't have that love for yourself, and it's like, I need you to tell me you love me so that I know I'm worthy. And like there's
like a validation thing.
And it can all come into play. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Like you can have a little bit of all of that.
Right. Yeah, and when I was growing up too, I did some reflecting on the way while I was listening to your episode, because I knew like body image, like I was overweight when I was younger, so that was like a big thing for me, and body hair was actually a big thing for me. I'm Italian, Portuguese, French, all of the hairy hairy beings. We got strong, thick hair, but it's not just on our heads. So the hair on my arms, I have not cared for years, but I remember one moment, because you had talked about thinking of individuals in your life that maybe said something that had like impacted you. And I feel like the body hair maybe was like a little deep rooted prior to this comment, but one of my friend's sisters had pointed out like my upper lip hair one day, and I was mortified. And
naturally.
Yes. And then actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my mom had this like magnifying mirror downstairs.
Oh no!
Oh,
Those are
the
worst.
Yes, the light up ones.
The
Where it's
worst.
like you see
Everything.
5 eyebrows in the little mirror.
I hate
And they're
those.
all out of place.
Yes. Every pore, every little peach fuzz
Yes,
face
yes.
hair, everything.
So, okay, now this is kind of like making sense to me now. But
It's all coming together.
so I think I had looked in the mirror at my upper lip and I was like, wow, there's all of the hair in my face now. So now it's like a thing for me. And so I think that's at that point I like shaved my arm hair and then discovered that was a bad decision. Because it like
we all
grows
had
back
that
in a
phase.
day and then it grows back like so much thicker. So I think it wasn't until like I can't remember if I stopped caring either after high school or after college. Maybe once I met Josh and I was like, he's not gonna care. I don't know.
Right, like.
But oh my
and then
God.
when you really zoom out, like arm hair.
yeah,
arm
like
hair,
how often do I
Like
notice
that
my
is
hair
what
on
we're
people?
that's what we're freaking out about.
Right.
But no, I was with you too, and it was
Yeah.
always the boys in my school
Yes.
that would make fun of me and be like,
Yeah.
"You're so hairy."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yep.
now my little brother does it. I'm Italian. I got these little like.
Yeah.
I'm Italian.
Girl.
He's like,
Don't get me
you
started.
got like sideburns? I was like, bro, I'm gonna kick your
Yeah.
ass. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to know the honest truth, ask a little kid.
Yep. Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
though.
If you wanna
No
maybe
filter.
hate yourself for 5
Yes,
minutes.
yes. Yeah, no, I can't even say it's the honest truth.
Yeah.
It's just brutal.
It's
If
brutal.
you want
It's
a brutal answer,
Yeah.
ask a kid.
Yeah. Anything for you really stand out from your childhood that kind of maybe rooted some thoughts for you?
I mean, like, I'm a tall girly. I've got very big boobs, and it's been like that my whole life. Like, I think in the third, I got my period, like, so early. Like, I got it
Oh.
before everybody. Like, I think I was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
I have a hypothyroid, so that just changes, like, your hormones, like, entirely.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I remember, like, 3rd grade, I was already in, like, a real bra, like, full boobs, like,
Wow, yeah, that is
girls
right?
were not even, like,
Yeah.
close to where I was. So, like, definitely got comments from, like, a lot of people. I was the tallest girl in my school. And by the
Yes.
5th grade, like, tallest girl there was one boy, I think, in the 6th grade that was, like, taller than me. I played soccer my whole life. Parents constantly thought that I was, like, playing down a level, like, because I was just so tall and so big. So I think, like, my, like, size has always been, like, my biggest insecurity. Like, I love my height now. Like, I love how tall I
You
am.
got
Like,
legs for days, girl.
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I love being tall, but I, like, definitely have always struggled, like, with my chest. Still do. Like, it's hard, but I think that's, like, the thing that's, like, carried with me throughout my childhood has always been, like, there was one point where I was just like, I'm a behemoth. Like, I'm just, like, so big. So much bigger than the boys, so much bigger than the girls. And, like, it wasn't until, like, college where I was like, oh, okay, like, there's other, like, broad-shouldered, tall girls.
Yeah,
Like,
when
I
you're-
didn't feel like I wasn't sticking
Yeah,
out as much
right.
anymore.
Your
So,
perspective was broadened.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it took me to like college to feel like, okay, like, I'm not sticking out as much
Yeah.
anymore.
So what changed for you outside of just recognizing there was other women in college? Was that like just a layer of relief, or did something deeper happen for you at that
I mean,
point?
definitely like a layer of relief. I think it just, I mean, I still struggle with my size. Like, I'm never going to be like a size 2, like, narrow-bodied girl. Like, that's not me. Like, I have big hips, like, big shoulders. Like, I'm built like a hockey player, but I kind of love that at the same time. Like, I love being an athlete. Like, playing sports was my identity. And, like, I think somebody said to me, I still work occasionally with this health coach, Maddie, though the one that I do, like, the diet, like, she's like a dietitian.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to her one day about how I, like, felt about my body, and I was comparing myself to somebody else, and she was like, okay, but what about her do you wish you had? and I like listed things, and she was like, okay, well, guess what? She might look at you and say, I wish you were tall. I wish I was taller. I wish I had her eyes or her smile, like whatever it is. Like, and that was very like eye-opening for me. Like,
I've been waiting for you to finish so I could give you my side.
Yeah.
Because then there's me, tiny little me. I was the last of my friends to get my period. I felt like a boy. I felt like I can't wait to bleed so that I get boobs because everyone's making fun of me and I don't feel like a girl. I had the worst time because of not having boobs and not having my period early.
oh my gosh.
So I was just like,
the flip.
The flip of like what was my horror story was your normal.
Right.
And like, well, like what you wanted. And then like vice versa. And I have fake boobs. I bought boobs. So like when I got 21, I was like, I got 22, I was like, I'm doing this. Like I know that I want this in my body. I also had Crohn's disease. So I was comfortable with my body, and then I lost 40 pounds in a year. And I was just like loose skin everywhere. It was talk about body image. I couldn't even look in the mirror. I would walk around like this by myself, home alone, out of the shower, just because I didn't want to look. And now that I've come so far in my healing, I almost wish that I waited just so that I could have seen how I could have flipped my mind to be like, you're perfect how you are. Like, I love my body now. I wouldn't change a thing. But I wonder sometimes, what would that be like if I just was like, you're perfect. Like, your body, you lost weight, you went through something. That's your story. Like, that loose skin is your story. And, like, instead I was like, I'm disgusting. I can't even look at myself. I don't want to have sex. Like, there was just, like, it was, like, a very big disconnect from my body. Yeah. And then, but, like, just to hear your story, like, I'm this tiny little thing that, like, I'm not active. I was a dancer. I couldn't be athletic. That wasn't my body type. I have an athletic body type, but for like gymnastics, stance, that kind of thing. So it's just like we all have to kind of follow the path that's we're literally built for. Like, we're actually built for. And then the other part that you said that stuck out was seeing girls in college that were like you. That was huge because that's the world we live in. Is the magazines are these skinny girls and nowadays I love it. You got the big hip girls, the thick girls. I love it. But back in the day, we had nothing to compare to besides those girls.
Yeah,
so,
the internet wasn't as vast and then, because we only saw what was printed.
And then in a small group of kids you go to school with, like that's not everyone in the world, but that's your world. So that's all you see. So I'm the only person in this entire world that's like this. And then you get out into this bigger world, and you're like, oh my god, that was something so small.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny that you like also made the comment that you felt like a boy. I feel like a boy, and that's just so funny that like
in our own different
we're
ways.
in our own different ways. Like I still feel like a boy. Like
I'm not curvy enough. My hips aren't wide enough.
Like,
I have
it's just
and
it's just like funny. Like everybody feels like it's just funny that we have that same like mindset of like, oh, I feel like a boy. I used to feel like a boy, but like for different reasons.
Yeah, and honestly, my body here makes me feel like a boy.
Yes.
We all feel like boys.
Why do we feel like boys?
Okay, so let me say this too. Why does society
boy talk like?
Why does society make us have this like women are hairless?
Yeah.
They're curvy. They're skinny.
Yeah.
That is not. That is a magazine woman.
Like.
I went through this point where I was rebellious. I didn't shave my legs. I didn't shave my armpits. I was like, fuck all of this.
Yeah.
Who are you to tell me that I'm less of a woman because I have body hair?
Yeah.
I left it.
Yeah.
He loved me still. Why am I going to shave?
Yeah.
For society so that no one looks at me? I don't care.
Yeah.
I am breaking the stigma for what a woman's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Right.
So there's still times I'll let it go if I feel like it. If I feel like it, I will shave.
Oh yeah, in the winter, my legs, they go.
Right.
Sometimes
But like we're all saying we feel like boys because boys have this and why?
Yeah.
Same thing like if a boy wants to like loves to shop or whatever, like oh they're girly. Like no, that's just like
they just like to
why
spend their money.
Do we have
you know?
gender like roles beyond the like traditional roles, but like roles of like stereotypes of what you're supposed to look like and what defines a woman and what defines a man and it makes it so confusing to be a human.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, I think what my pregnancy did for me, more than anything else, was just really being in tune with, like, this is my body, and then there's a soul, but I really forced myself to figure out how my body worked. Because there was going to be this thing that was going to be happening that I've never experienced before, and I was like, I just want my body to be a vessel, and I want to have enough knowledge up here to understand how it's all going to work.
Yep.
And doing that, I got in the best shape of my life. I've never been more mentally strong in my life.
That is
Postpartum's
amazing.
another story, but
Right.
during my pregnancy, I was a goddess. I don't know.
But also, think about it, postpartum, you're focused on the baby now.
Right.
You're
yeah.
no longer
There's
like,
no
how can I
internal
make my
priority.
vessel?
Mhm.
Which we still need our vessel to be
Yeah,
strong
but that's
to
what I was
take
gonna
care
bring
of
up.
the baby.
Honestly, yeah, even not even just for a baby, like just learning to be a vessel for your human experience, I think is like the key. Like just learning how your specific body operates, learning how your specific body digests certain foods, learning how your
Yes.
specific body reacts to alcohol, drugs, whatever your thing is that like is maybe crippling your lifestyle. But like everyone's so different, so we just need to stop trying to be anyone
One
but
size
yourself.
fits all. Yeah, it's not.
Just it is what it is. I don't know. And if there's anything about your body that you're uncomfortable with, it's not worth the time of day to be uncomfortable about. Because like unless it's something that one choice can change, it's gonna take time. And until you really embrace that, you're just gonna continue being all mucked up here for no reason. If something makes you uncomfortable, do something about it. But don't expect that it's gonna happen overnight, and just accept what is for right now. I don't know.
Yes, and that brings back to like our gratitude meditation this month.
Yeah.
It was so just down to like I'm grateful for the legs that I'm standing on, the feet that are holding me, my arms, my heart that's beating blood through my body. Like those are things that we take for granted because they're just happening.
Yeah.
We just wake up and we stand up and our heart's beating and our brain's telling us to breathe, and it's so overlooked. And now we have like, oh my god, I have a wrinkle, I need Botox, oh my god, I have a gray, I need hair dye, oh my god, I'm getting overweight, I need like just there's so many things that like we find the ungrateful we find to be ungrateful for.
Right.
And it's like, all right, let's bring it back and realize like without these I wouldn't be able to even style my hair. I wouldn't be able to put makeup on my face. Like without my brain working, I wouldn't be able to do this and put this to my like the littlest things. And I think my stroke helped me do that. So I know this isn't. It's not an easy thing to do. We're just humans waking up and trying to survive, really.
Yeah. Yep.
But the stroke really made me be like, wow, like I lost motor function a little bit. So when I did, I was like, wow, I took for granted how simple it was to snap. Like things like moving my fingers, like, and
It's crazy.
once I got to be grateful for all the things that I still have, like I'm so glad that I can still talk after a stroke.
Yeah.
I don't have a droop after the stroke. I can walk, like, and I found things to be grateful for, and that helped me get better.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can use this in all of my life.
Yeah.
How can I use it?
Right. When I went to school, the speech pathology piece, I think I was just genuinely so intrigued on how many processes have to happen for you to hear a sound or to say a word. And even with Cam now, I feel like I'm fully cashing in on my degree, actually. I had a career shift that I'm like in tune with that, and then I hadn't been using any of my speech pathology skills, but now Cam is delayed. So that's been kind of cool to like pull that stuff back out. But yeah, to hear a sound, I think I did a paper and there was at least like 30 processes that happen before you even hear that sound. And it's just you just don't think about it. It just happens, like you said.
See, and the other thing, this is still about bodies being different, but like the doctors labeled him delayed.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a soul that is energetically activated, so like he doesn't need to speak right now because everything else.
Oh yeah, he's smart AF.
Yeah,
he's just not concerned about talking.
Right,
much.
I feel like it's bigger than.
Yeah.
He's not on this. There is no normal. What's your normal?
Right.
Your normal. This is how you communicate. This is how we telepath.
Yeah.
And then you'll verbalize. Like, I just feel like he is an advanced soul.
I think he
and
is
like
too, Amanda.
the talking is the
last
last thing that they need to do because they're already getting everything they need and their needs met and things done.
Yeah.
By being in tune with the energy.
Yeah.
It's just so much bigger. But yeah,
feel that.
it's just like calling something normal, a stereotype that this by this age you have to be a certain way, and by this it's just like what they're doing. By 25, you should be married with kids, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Ugh.
It's crazy.
You could go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
What
the normal should
timelines.
be. Yeah.
It's nuts.
Everyone's unique for a reason. Like, life would be so fucking boring.
Yeah.
If we were all the same body type and all the same hair color and
Right.
all the same, like,
It's so boring.
we wouldn't be able to, like, be inspired or be like, oh my god, like, when you look at a beautiful person, like, it's art. Like, I can see, like, your eye shapes are almond. Like, you're, like, an art piece. Like, you can look at people and just see, like, your skin is fucking glowing. Like, it's just, like, it's art. When you can look, everything that you have these eyes to look with is art.
Yeah.
And, like, when you can look at bodies like that, imagine seeing the same piece of artwork on every house, every wall, every
Right.
restaurant.
Boring.
Like, so boring.
So boring.
That's such a nice way to put it.
No, I love
Absolutely.
that.
Everyone's so unique.
I don't remember a time, like, and I, like, just not being conscious of what I looked like. Just because I did develop so early. And with that, it's, like, very difficult for me to, like, lose weight because of, like, my hypothyroid. So I hold on to weight. And, like, I remember, like, throughout high school, like, sucking my stomach in all day, like, while I was sitting, like, and, like, I look back now and I'm like, oh my god, like, I wish I had the body I had back then.
I know, we always say
that.
I'm over there sucking it in.
And then I'm like, I hated this picture. I thought I was fat and gross, and I'm like,
Right.
so good.
Yeah.
Literally. But yeah, I just, like, always have been and still struggle with it now, but yeah, I remember sitting in class, like, sitting there, like, sucking in. I mean, you know what? Moving the pillow, because I'm sitting there hiding my stomach.
When we realized, like, okay, what I thought back then wasn't true, so I'm doing it again.
Yes.
It helps you change in the present moment versus, like, 10 years from now being like, wow, I was a beautiful 20-year-old, and now I'm, like, and you're still beautiful at 40, but now you're going to dig yourself down a hole in that way.
Right.
So just being really present and, like, I remember how I felt at this picture, and, like, I was beautiful. I am beautiful.
Yeah.
And then reminding yourself, like, you still are. And getting out of the picking out the things you're still doing to yourself. Because it doesn't go away. And that's the thing. It just gets easier to navigate. It gets easier to, like, talk yourself out of versus get sucked down and spiraled into.
Yeah.
It just changes.
Right. Actually, I had a thought yesterday when I was trying. I never had a moment to just sit down and journal everything out, but that's okay. I took mindful moments to just think about it, and one of the things that came up for me was, I think part of it too is not even just social media making it so easy to compare, but I think innately, I make a joke all the time anytime like I see a guy that I think is attractive. I was like, I like him nice and healthy. but I was I was thinking about it. I really think it's like an innate thing. Like, I think even when it comes to ourselves, if you look in a mirror and you have rolls of fat on your body, like, your brain's telling you, I don't think the conversation needs to be like, you're fat and disgusting,
and mean.
but something needs to change here. Like, this body is not maybe potentially fully capable moving body, and when shit hits the fan and you're in survival mode, that body isn't going to be able to run and escape whatever's coming.
Yeah. With kids, like, if you have kids older,
if you have kids,
like, a
you
lot
can't
of
keep up. Like, I think it's more than just, like, judging your body. It's, like, that innate knowing,
if
like,
something's
that body's
limiting you,
unhealthy. Yeah, it's limiting you.
If something's being limited, you have to look at it for sure.
Right. And I think, again, we just have to kind of accept what is, because if you're 300-400 pounds, like, that's going to take time. It took time to put that weight on. It's going to take time to have that weight come off. And you just have to figure out what mindful choices you can make each moment to allow that to happen, basically. And it's just like an allowance.
It's so overwhelming when you can see, like, so I always, as you were saying that, I'm picturing mental and then physical. So, like, you have 400 pounds or you have 14 years of a mindset that you've been living in.
Yeah.
That's, like, daunting.
Yeah.
How the hell am I going to lose 300 pounds? How the hell am I going to change my mindset after thinking this way for 14 years?
Right.
One day at a time, because if you stay in the same cycle, 10 years from now, you're exactly where you were.
Yeah.
But in that one day and one change and making the choice to make the change, you have to inevitably be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because you're not. It's the definition of insanity.
Yeah,
We
it
keep
really
coming
is.
back to it, but, like, doing the same thing and expecting a different result is
It's impossible.
It's not gonna work. But when you take control of the narrative, the
Right.
story that
Yeah.
you're telling yourself, the life that you're living, the habits you're keeping, you can take control back and
Right.
stop blaming your life or your like
It's like
the
that
people
victim
around
mentality.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
That
And like
shift
it's
is
hard. It's hard to like say to yourself like, okay, like I'm making myself a victim, because like it's easier to blame other things
Yes.
than to say I'm the problem.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's hard. Like I had to do it with myself. Like when I
Yes.
went through my injury and I was like,
that was big for you.
I couldn't work out anymore, and I was like blaming the world, mad at the world. I was like, I'm never gonna lose weight. I'm never gonna blah blah blah. And then I was like, I'm a victim. Like I'm literally
Yeah.
making I'm in victim mentality, and it was a tough pill to swallow.
It was.
It's- 'cause
it's
you-
so
it's
a
hard.
large pill.
Yeah.
We had to have the conversation. I was like, girl, you were beating yourself up for something that's totally out of your control right now. Like your foot, your ankle, what was it?
I tore my Achilles. Yeah.
I was like, it's broke. There's nothing you can do
It's
about
broke.
it. It's broke
Yep.
right now. So what do we have control over? Let's talk about how you're feeling your body and like what's in control right now. Because
Right.
it's so debilitating, especially because I think initially too you had that mindset where like working out was everything,
Mhm.
and you were pretty great about what you were eating. Honestly, all your
Yeah.
choices. You just had some gaps that we were filling or whatever.
Mhm.
But you thought you had like kind of that mindset that like physical activity is superior. So like
Yeah.
once that was taken away, you're like,
It was
I'm
like
gonna
my
be
tip-
500 pounds
yeah.
at the end of this healing journey.
Well, it
Yeah.
was like working out to me, like physical activity. I always like, so growing up. So my mom's from Portugal, saint of a woman, best cook, best chef. Like we ate so good growing up. Like we did not have processed foods in the house very often.
Yeah.
Like we were not. Like ice cream was a luxury, fast food was a luxury to us. And I remember like when I went to high school, I started hanging out at people's houses, and I was like, ooh, an Oreo. Ooh, like this treat. And then
Yeah.
went to college, and I met my two best friends, and that was like my first experience to like eating whatever I
Feed
like
yourself.
wanted. Like I had
Yeah.
freedom to eat whatever, and that's when I started to gain weight after high school. But I always used physical activity as like my free pass to eat whatever I wanted, and I developed like, obviously I had some binge eating issues for a while, but like I was like, well, it's okay if I eat this because I ran 5 miles today,
Yeah.
or I worked out for an hour and a half, so it's okay. And I used that as a crutch to like make excuses. So then when I got injured, that's when I became like a victim. I put myself in that victim mentality
Yeah.
because like I couldn't use that crutch anymore. And
Yes.
it's such a hard pill to swallow. It's like,
Yeah.
it's almost
Then you-
embarrassing. It's like, oh my
Yes.
God, like I've been like blaming the world, but I'm the problem. So it's
Yeah.
hard, but like,
creating
yeah.
the problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Like creating
Yeah.
your own
I-
problems.
Taylor Swift, hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
Yeah, literally.
Yes.
Yep.
I think kind of circling back to like the storytelling thing, one of the biggest shifts for me was when I was at Raise the Bar Nutrition. Shout out to Betsy Petrillo. She's one of my definitely like pillar mentors in my journey. Proud owner of Raise the Bar Nutrition in East Greenwich and Gracious Soul Shops. But when we were working, all the coaches were working the bar, she made it a requirement that we had to go do this landmark forum, which is like a personal development weekend. They're all over the country. Or actually, they're all around the world, but there's one chapter in Boston. And it was actually the weekend right before COVID, like everything shut down. So it was kind of divine timing now that I've had a chance to look back at it. But essentially, it's a weekend full of, if you're fully present and open to what they're offering, getting face to face with uncomfortable conversations, making these breakthroughs and distinctions, and basically mindset resets on how to rewire how your brain works through certain processes and stuff. And one of them was how our brains are just naturally these like incredible storytellers. And I think because of social media and how much information we have access to, it's so easy for our brains to take a moment, like say your friend, I don't know, you saw someone like glance up and down at you and it triggered like a height thought for you. It's so easy to take that moment and then deep dive on something on social media, and it like continues to spiral that thought process for you, and totally it makes it hard to distinguish like what's fact and what's story. Because
Yes,
where
the
I'm getting
brain will
at
help
basically
you to make it true.
yeah, like all of the constant stimulation just like solidifies that one little moment for you. But when you look at it like, okay, like that person glanced up and down at me, you're thinking it's because I'm so tall and I'm like a behemoth or whatever you called yourself. But fact is, the person glanced at you. Maybe they liked your outfit.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that they looked up and down at you, everything else is story.
Yeah.
And once you just like take that step back and like, oh, that person glanced at me, and you just let it be, there's like so much freedom after that.
Yeah.
And you can just like move on and do whatever, you just continue to walk down the street and like not spiral about it. But that if you feel like upstairs is like really jammed up with just storytelling constantly, I highly recommend.
Yeah,
Go
that is
back for
awesome
it.
because it really
That's
does get to be
$600
like,
you'll ever spend.
you're like, all right, girl, like what? You just made all the rest of that up, and my mind can go far.
Oh,
I can go far. I write a
Her mind's a
bar,
distance
not a
runner.
story.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I love that example though because it's like when we have our own story,
Yeah.
we let the outside world trigger us when it's really like we're just looking through the world through your own perspective,
Right.
and that's where you have to be careful
Yeah.
of other people's opinions because they're only giving what they see
Right.
through their eyes, through their storytelling. So it's very interesting to see it on all sides, and like
that's why you gotta build that trust with yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's just acting through their own perspective.
Yeah.
But no one
Their
knows
own
how you're
experience.
feeling.
Right.
So like, if someone wants to push the keto diet on you, great, it's working for them. You want to try it because you want to lose weight, but you're trying it and you feel like shit. Your energy's terrible. You're shitting your pants. Like. Maybe it's not for you, love.
Right.
I don't know. I don't
Yes,
think keto's for you.
right. And some
Consider
people will be like, "There's something
read the
wrong with me
cues.
then because it's working for them and it's
Yeah.
working for everyone else."
Right.
I'm like, no.
Everybody's
That's
story
just
is
not
different.
gonna work
Yeah.
for you.
Right. You just gotta trial and error whenever works for your body.
Yeah. The other part of social media too is unfortunately the wellness and spirituality world has been capitalized on. They are just making money and selling products that's like, this is what you need. This is what you need. This is the program you need. And like, it's not one size fits all.
Yeah.
And that's like really important to finding the right programs and the right products that are specifically speaking to you.
Yeah.
Because when you hear someone's really good sales pitch,
Yeah.
you can really start to question like, I think I need that.
Mhm.
I think I
Yeah.
need to change something about me because I don't do that and that looks like I'm supposed to be doing it.
Yeah. Right.
And like it's such, again, trusting yourself
Yeah.
and like knowing what your needs and your body and like your unique self is going to be
Right.
aligned with.
I think
Yeah.
like, so like if you're on a journey of like loving your body or wanting to change your body in order to get to that place, I think like to tie in what Amanda was saying, I think one of the biggest things is like also do what you like.
Yeah.
Like do what's going to make you happy, because like if you, like I love running is, I don't have the body of a runner, but ran 4.5 miles yesterday morning at 4:45 in the morning because like
You go,
I
girl.
love running.
Yeah.
Weightlifting is not my favorite thing. Like I do it, but it's not something that I enjoy. But like my main like form of working out is cardio. But that's different for other people. And if you don't do like, if you're weightlifting because you feel like you should, because that's what you saw somebody do on social media that worked for them, it's not going to click and it's not going to stick because you're not enjoying it. Like
Right.
if you're hating what you're doing, don't do it.
Yeah.
Do something that's going to just make you
Yes.
happy, because then it's going to stick.
Right.
Yes.
Like you don't have to follow societal norms. Like I know Pilates is like a huge thing right now.
Yeah.
I do love Pilates. I loved going. It was too expensive for me. I will say I was going to a place in Providence, a little too expensive. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Loved it, but I didn't see the changes I wanted because it
Yeah.
didn't work for me. So that's okay.
Yeah.
It works for some of my friends. I have a really good friend of mine who goes 3-4 times a week and she's shredded and that's all she does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what's gonna work for me.
Right. No, that was a huge learning curve for me too. Postpartum is exercise, because I went from having the freedom to give myself 30 minutes, an hour, weightlifting, running, whatever I wanted to do. And I think I genuinely enjoy just moving my body. Like if I can move my body, I can feel how my body
Stretching,
moves. That fills my cup no matter what it is. So when I had to shift things, this year has honestly been so eye-opening, because all I do is I stretch/move my body for like 10 minutes in the morning. I started going for a lunchtime walk, and then I'll do yard work, or I'll push Cam in the wheelbarrow around the yard however many times. And I've just been intentionally active. Oh, I do squats every hour, or I just attempt to do every hour at work. But just like consciously moving my body, because I know if I don't, I'm gonna feel tight. I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. My back will be
More
thrown out. I
tired.
literally might not be able to like get up off the floor. Like it's gotten bad. So I'm like, okay, what's in my control of action that like these small actionable steps? I take the stairs. I never take the elevator. Just like these little mindful things where I can just like show up for my body in the way that I can, and I feel great. I get compliments all the time. Obviously, there's like some places that I want to fine tune, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Same big relief for myself, my gray hair. I'm almost like completely grown out.
I love it.
And that was the best decision I ever had, because similar to you with the Pilates, I did not have the time or the money in my budget to keep up with the
Every 4
fierceness
weeks
of these grays that were growing in. So I was like, why do I even care? Same thing with the hair on the arms. It was like the same thing for me. I was like, why am I gonna put us in debt for a week to cover up my gray hair
for the rest of the world?
Yeah.
And it's so funny that you say that, because I've always loved your hair.
Thank you.
Like, always. And you've obviously, like, it was an insecurity of yours, so who knows what you were saying to yourself about it. And for as long as I've known you in, like, the past year, I'm like, oh my god, Meg always has the best hair. Like, Meg's hair is so pretty.
Yeah,
and it's like something that you were insecure about, and you have other people looking at you like, your hair's beautiful.
Yes.
Like, love your hair.
Yes.
So it's just funny, like, what we pick apart in ourselves. Nobody else ever thinks that. Like, I've never watched somebody pass me in the mall, on the street, at a restaurant, and said, oh, I don't like that about them. Or, why are they wearing that? Or, why do they look like that? So, like, why am I walking around, like, thinking, oh my god, people are, like, looking at... Nobody is. Everybody's too worried about what's going on in their lives to, like,
we're
look
our
at...
own
like,
character.
I'm sitting here... Right. It's just so crazy that we have these, like, thought processes, and it's just... I'm walking by somebody, worried what they're thinking of my body, when they're sitting there probably worried about their own body and not even looking at me.
Right. And one thing I was thinking on the way here, too, is... although we're talking about accepting what is and not judging yourself for just like your natural skin and your natural body, I think there is something to be said too with taking pride in how you are appearing to the world. You know what I mean? I feel like the whole athleisure wear era has also put us in boxes, and like everyone's gonna have the matching sets, and they're like they're plain and they're comfortable and they're not restrictive, but it's like kind of cookie cutter in a way. And we're losing that like sense of like style and self and stuff. And I think that's
the creative, like letting you know your personality through your clothes.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, finding fun pieces. For me, I feel like I'm a shoe girly at this moment. I like to keep it kind of basic with my outfit, and then I'll do like fun accessories or whatever. But I think we kind of have to find some of that too.
Yeah.
Because when I look at like vintage photos, I was like, wow, like everyone just took so much pride in how they looked every day. Was it extreme? Like the corsets, why did we do that?
I was just gonna say,
why did we do the corsets? That was a little extreme.
That was also like that they wanted to. It was too extreme, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, like it was like you were putting lipstick on for your husband to come home from work. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on top of you and give you a big fat kiss because I love you and I'm so glad you're home.
Yeah.
But I don't need to like make myself what you think is gonna be pretty. I know you. That's the thing. You should find someone that thinks you're beautiful.
Right.
Regardless, you don't have to put that makeup on for them to come home.
Yeah.
It was a very big extreme of like they couldn't show any.
Right.
But I love this.
Yeah. Like maybe we can just stop wearing our pajamas to the store or something as a first step for society.
Oh, we're jumping right in.
Maybe we could just start there. No pajamas.
Yeah.
Jimmy, stay at home.
Oh yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm going. But like, you look like you tried. You matched.
Right. It's not like
yeah, we all match.
I walked out of a hamper.
You go. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. I think there's something to be said there too, because I feel like we are just losing sight of like just getting excited about how we dress ourselves every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's the complete extreme where. I said this in the episode too. Like I was chasing the look good, feel good. I felt like shit, so I have to have my hair, makeup done, my outfits done. So like, no one knows how bad I truly feel.
Yeah.
Right. It's hard to find that balance.
Yeah. So then like I was like, like I said, now I'm meditating and whatever. Like I don't need makeup. If I want to put makeup on, I will. But that balance of like, there is something about look good, feel good. Like when I am luteal or on my period, you don't feel like getting ready. Like So, like, because you feel like shit, you kind of might look like a little rough, too. Like, when you feel good, you're like, ooh, I feel really good. I want to get a cute outfit on today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When it's that way, it's like, I feel good inside, so I want to, like, make my outside match. Versus, I feel like shit, I need to, like, cake this on so I look like I feel good to the world.
And almost, like, you don't want to be social either. So maybe that's, like, kind of your instinct. I'm not going to, like, really put myself out there because I don't want to put myself out there right now.
I don't want to be seen.
Yeah. I'm just going to put my blinders on and go grab my coffee and come home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fair.
Yeah.
I want to know
enjoy.
really what your, like, if you could talk to little you,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love this.
what would you tell her? Like, based on the things that you were dealing with your body.
Yeah. I mean, I would tell her, and this is like such a cliche, but talk to yourself the way you talk to your friends. Like, the way I talk to myself, I would never say to another human.
Yes.
Like, ever.
Yes.
Even somebody I despise, I would never say those awful things that I tell myself. And it's just why I'm supposed to be my best friend.
Yes.
So when my best friend comes to me and she's like, oh, I'm feeling insecure about this, and I'm like, what the hell? Why? Like, you're beautiful. Like, what? How come I can do that for other people, but I'm ripping myself apart? And I think that was when I wish I could tell my younger self that, but I think that was a practice that I definitely had to implement.
Me too. So how would you tell her to show up in those moments?
Sometimes it's just like the self-talk of like the affirmations of like, I am beautiful, like I have worth, like I am a great person, like okay, like maybe I don't look the way that I want to, but like I have so much love to give. Like I'm having like such an anxious day and like I'm gonna start crying.
No, I love that. This is your moving
This is
energy.
it.
This is
Yeah,
the point of
just
this
feel it out,
conversation.
girl.
But it's like, it's not, I think like the thing that made me like feel comfortable with my body is that like you are not your body.
Yes.
Like you are here. We only get like, I can't remember any other life I've lived. Like I'm only going to remember this life until I pass, but then the next life I only like you only know now. And it's like I'm privileged that I get to walk this earth and live a life, and it's not just my body. Like I have more than my body to give to somebody. Like I have the biggest heart. I'm funny, I'm quirky, I'm dorky. So like I think like learning to love like the personality of Erin is what helped me feel like more comfortable in my body, because like I don't just like, so example, like the guy I'm seeing right now, I don't just like him because he's attractive. I like him so much more beyond that.
His soul.
Exactly. And it's like someday somebody's gonna feel that way about me, and it's like I think I like put so much on like my body for so long. Like I was never nobody's gonna find me worthy because of what I look like. And it's like, no, one day somebody's gonna look at me and be like, you are the most beautiful human inside and out. And I think like learning to love like who I was on the inside like helped me love the person on the outside. Like I think that was like one of the biggest changes. So like it's not just your body image is so tough and so hard, but I think being able to like love your personality helps you love your body in a sense. So
it becomes so much bigger.
yeah.
Like it's like, oh my god, I have all of this good, and like the things in the body become like this big.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just wish like I could tell, because I think when I was younger I just didn't love who I was. I just thought I was annoying or obnoxious and too loud, and it's like
Too much.
now I love those things about me.
Yeah.
Like I am freaking obnoxious and loud, but like
That's why
I'm high energy.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that's who I am.
That's who I am.
Yes.
I gotta say, I have some proud mom energy right now. Like,
I
very
know. I
emotional
love
during
you.
that.
This is like.
Because all of the things that just came out of your mouth are what I've been dreaming for you since the moment I met you. Because you were just a light. You were so radiant and so beautiful. And you were the only person that couldn't see it. And I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Well, you're a big part of like my growth journey, so I couldn't have done it without your help. So I appreciate you.
Anytime, girl. You text me at anywhere an hour. I might not answer right away, but I will get back to you.
This is why I love this.
Yes.
It's just like getting to see these moments and see your growth. Because I mean, I'm sure on your healing journey you've given yourself time to see how far you've come, but like these conversations just like open up a whole new level of strength, like
Possibility.
and thinking about just like where you were when you were a little kid to now, and just oh my god, like how much growth has taken place, and it's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes,
No,
This is
thanks
not
for
an easy
having
thing
me.
to talk about.
Love you, girlfriend.
Love you. No, thanks for having me.
Anytime.